Fontainebleau. I'm a little nervous. It could be this isn't the best time to judge a new casino yet.
Okay.
And I'm hoping it's that.
Right.
The casino's empty, man. No one's playing table games.
Oh, you've been there and you've seen that?
Twice. No one's really playing table games.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been there at night, and now it was during the week. It wasn't a weekend, so
Yeah.
I'll give them that. So daytime, and it was Christmas week, so it just could be that. But the table minimums are insane. The sports book this last Sunday, I wasn't there, but a friend of mine said table minimums for the sports book $5,000, and they're all empty.
I've heard that complaint.
How are they screwing this up?
Charging $5,000 to sit down and watch a game. I heard
That's not the model here, right?
Yeah. I think a lot of people think that you can just replicate what they do at the Wynn, and I think a lot of these places don't understand the vertical integration in these casinos. Meaning, like, they have an entire process where the high roller is picked up, taken to the suite, and then greeted by a host, and the host knows exactly where to take them, ending up at the end of the night with a briefcase full of cash or empty of cash, and then at a dance floor table at the nightclub. Like there's a thing at the Wynn where it's this vertical integration where from beginning to end everything is just sort of seamless. Yep. These other places don't have that, and they just wonder why the Palm struggles, and it's because they can't master that same level of integration. You would think all these MGM properties would be able to do it because they're all connected with one another, but the Wynn seems to know how to do that better than anyone. Yeah. And the other thing is, and this is not a knock on anything. Obviously, Jason Strauss is probably one of the most successful guys in this whole city.
For sure.
But his company isn't owned by the casinos, whereas the Wynn nightlife is owned by the casino. That means even if the nightclub takes a loss, it doesn't matter. The casino owns it. That is one advantage that Fontainebleau is going to have, is that they're fine to take a loss because all they care about is the table games, like you said. So, but it's strange that the table games aren't doing that well. All they care about is the gambling. So, you understand, Jason Strauss doesn't care about the gambling.
Right.
His concern is the revenue of the nightclub.
Sure.
Whereas if the casino owns the nightclub, then the concern is let's entertain the high roller with pretty girls so that he continues to spend money and lose money for us.
Right.
And so we can make money on that whole thing because it's one pot of money for them.
Yeah.
Whereas if we're talking about Tau Hakkasan, then it's two pots of money. It's the company Tau Hakkasan along with the actual casino.
And I didn't bring that up because I'm not hating on Fontainebleau either.
Yeah.
Have you been in there?
I like
it's
it.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's
I
so
like the
nice.
place.
Like I want that place to win. I'm nervous.
It's a tough part of the strip, and I think they have to start lowering the minimums and lowering these fancy $5,000 things to sit down and watch a game. Stations is booking their games, I believe, or partners with them in a revenue share, booking in the sports book. I don't get it. I don't get how they did this. No one wants to sit
and
down.
It's a nice sports book. The setup is great in there. All the seating's great. The actual seating is so comfortable.
Yeah.
At any chair in that building, whether you're sitting in a slot machine, at any of those little bars on the casino floor, like they got everything right. They just need to fine tune this. What?
Yeah, my answer is always the same. Just get prettier girls. Like that's always.
I agree with you.
That's always like.
Isn't it weird how people haven't figured out that the best currency on the planet is pretty girls?
As it becomes more politically incorrect to say that, and you start seeing the guys who actually do it have more success.
Right.
Like again, I remember CES used to be nothing but stunners at every single booth, and they've stopped doing that.
Yeah, and lowest turnout ever this week.
Lowest turnout ever, exactly. I'm gonna keep reminding people, like it doesn't matter if you're a man or if you're a woman. Places are more comfortable, more fun, and more friendly when there's just more women there. If you just did that, if these casinos would just grasp that one concept, everything would be better. All these places would be completely packed.
And I know I said one more thing, and I'm going to add one more thing. What were you going to say just now?
I want to know how much it is to go see like a guy like the Dead Mal.
The Dead Mouse? Oh, I mean, if you live here, it's free. Like here, I could just walk in.
Oh, so by us being locals, we get in free?
Yeah, well, you need to establish that they know you on a regular basis, and it would also help if it was 3 guys and 8 girls. Right. That would also help. Right. To get in would not be an issue.
Fold up a $100 bill and give it to someone too?
I mean, you could do that. Yeah. Well, actually, I wouldn't. We don't want to say that publicly because the hosts are not allowed to take tips.
Not allowed to take tips.
They're not allowed to take tips.
I've tipped out thousands to hosts. Thousands and thousands.
Okay. Now, I think casino hosts can, but I don't know if nightclub hosts can.
I've tipped out nightclub hosts thousands.
Don't say that.
Okay. All right. Anyway, the point is, if you're a local, especially on an industry night, no problem whatsoever. If you have any girls with you, no problem whatsoever. But it helps if you know a couple of the hosts beforehand.
Yeah. I haven't met in 10 years, but 10 years ago, that's the way you get it.
Okay. My last thing I promised this time. Have you been to Durango yet?
No.
What are you doing?
Moose told me about it. He's working over there. Mustafa, he's working over there. I haven't been there yet.
It's great.
Is it?
Bel Air is like their little lounge. Is really cool. I haven't been there at night yet, just in the daytime. But the sports book's great. You love Durango, right?
Yeah.
You know I'm pro Durango because I'm
Great
2 minutes.
place.
I live 2 minutes away.
Is that
great.
it? Yeah, my animal hospital where I take all my rescues is next door, and so is the VA hospital
Okay.
or the VA. My VA clinic's right next to.
That's nice to know.
Yeah.
That's a nice side of you.
Yeah.
You'll actually rescue.
Oh, he rescues cats like it's nobody's
I'm
business.
number 11 right
He
now.
can give any crazy cat lady a run for her money.
Oh, you have 11 at the house?
No. I've had over the last 20 years. I've had 11.
How many are at the house right now?
3.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, there's only if I can show you, I can show you my Twitter account. I have one person every month. Every month I give out. I literally give money to one person every month. It's not a lot. It's $3 a month. I give this guy Niall Harbison. He rescues and saves animals all the time. I also donate a couple $100 to him throughout the year. I would love giving money to charities when it comes to rescuing. So you're rescuing cat. You go to that rescue hospital and they work with you.
No, that's the hospital where I take my cats after I rescue them. But I have one of my cats I got was abandoned outside the hospital. They called me immediately, like we're looking for a home, and I took the cat.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
I love it.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
great. I love it.